Hello and welcome back to Sherwood Park Toyota. Today we're looking at a Toyota GR Supra Premium Manual in the color black, aka Nocturne. Let's take a look. Starting up front, underneath the hood, we have the twin-scroll single-turbo engine. It is a 3-liter 6-cylinder engine, manual transmission. Gets up to 382 horsepower and 368 pound-foot of torque. Up front, you've got your LED headlights, customary daytime running lights. Across the front bumper, you'll find these little round nodules. These guys are your front parking sensors. Then onto the side here, you've got the 19-inch alloy wheels. You also have the Supra branded calipers there. As you move back, we have the hood vents on either side. Then for your side mirrors, you have integrated turn signals and blind spot monitoring. And moving back, you have your gas access on the passenger side. Approaching the back of the unit, across the back, just like the front, you have your backup parking sensors the whole way through here, as well as your exhaust down below. You have your little GR plaque on the right-hand side, then the Supra on the back. To open up your trunk space, go over to your driver's door, open it up, and then down below, underneath of the speaker, you'll find the little trunk release. Give that guy a press, and it will unlock your trunk so that all you have to do is reach in and lift it upwards. So first off, across the back here we have the interior cargo cover. This guy attaches upwards like you would on any hatch, just using a cord that goes up top connecting to a little knob on either side, which means if you don't want this to be raising and lowering with the hatch itself, you can easily detach this cord so it will simply sit flat across the back here. But the main purpose of this accessory is that it helps protect your vehicle so that nobody can look in through your rear space and see what goods you have stored down below. Now down in here we do also have the Supra branded carpet liner throughout the back space here, which helps to keep things nice and clean, as you can just pick it up and shake it off anything that you don't want on there. In the back, if you are looking for your tire inflation kit, simply look down below. Underneath of the mat, if you get your fingers in on one of the corners, you can lift it upwards and be able to access it down below underneath. Requires a little bit of moving things around, but you do have the inflation kit down below underneath. Now to close it up, just reach up to the handles on either side up top and pull it back down into starting position. Next, let's take a look at the inside. So inside here, your interior upholstery is the black Softex leatherette with light gray stitching, and you have some of these beautiful metallic accent points too. Inside the door itself, you have your power lock system right next to the handle. You have 12 JBL surround sound speakers all throughout, then power windows for both sides. You also have the automatic fold-in capabilities for the side mirror controls here, so it'll fold inside flat with the body of the unit. Inside, on the seat itself, you have the memory seat settings for up to 2 different drivers. Then, down below, you have your hood release latch. Up top, you have all of your headlamp controls as well as your dash brightness. Hop in here and take a closer look at your steering wheel. It is black leather with light gray stitching like your seats. Left-hand side, you have controls here for the cruise control. Right-hand side is where you have controls for your radio and the hands-free communication. In the middle here is your infotainment display screen. This is where you go to access much of the information about your daily driving experience. In the home screen, you have access to much of the same controls that you'll find down below. It is a touch screen up top, but if you prefer, you can simply use the button commands. This guy is able to twist and turn for ease of use, as well as having the button access. So the same buttons that are down here are the options on the home screen. So you have your media, communication, navigation, connected services, my vehicle, and notifications. Notifications is just information about your vehicle, such as if you have your trunk or a door left open. My vehicle is more of the information about the vehicle and how far it goes. Then you have your connected services. This is Toyota connected services for it, as well as some additional apps. Navigation, of course, is traffic and maps. Communication is connecting your personal device to the vehicle via Bluetooth, and then media and radio is media and radio. So you have access to your AM, FM satellite radio, and all of your Bluetooth connectivity. There is optional USB adapters if you prefer that instead. and in there you have access to more of the adjustments for it. So if you want to increase your bass, anything like that is done through the media radio. If you're looking for a little bit more of an in-depth look at all of the buttons through here, we do have videos on our channel that go more in depth for that. In the middle, of course, there you have your four ways, volume control on the bottom left-hand corner, as well as the mode and band, and all of your radio presets down below. Then you have your climate control center in the middle here. So we do have the dual climate control up front here. This means the driver and front passenger can either have the individual temperatures as there is right now, or you can choose to go in and sync them up. You also have defrost for both front and back windshields here, and of course you have your different levels for heated seats. There are 3 levels and it has the green lighting there. Push start ignition to the left. Underneath you have your little storage spaces. Like we said, you have your USB adapter. There's also a 12 volt. This little pocket is specifically made for keeping a phone nice and secure. So when you're out running around with the vehicle, it's not going to go flying out of that space. Of course, you've got your manual gear shift here, automatic on-off. You have your sport mode, parking sensors, traction control, and safety systems, as well as the parking brake there. We already saw the little knob control that you can use instead of doing touchscreen if it is easier for you. In behind is where you have your cup holder spaces and a little cubby space all the way at the back. On the right hand side down below there is a lockable glove box. Up overhead is a little bit hard to see, but these 3 little spaces right here are in fact garage door openers. And lastly, overhead you have overhead lighting controls and your SOS button. Thanks again, folks, for joining us on this full video tour for this Toyota GR Supra Premium Manual in the color black, aka Nocturne. It is located here at Sherwood Park Toyota at 31 Automall Road in Sherwood Park, Alberta. You can also reach us at 780-306-7703. And remember, life is full of choices. Let us be yours.